Step 3, the foundation of using self-care. So self-care is more than pampering. Self-care is not always affirmations, bubble baths, and a manicure, although those are some of my absolute favorite things to stay positive and treat myself. Self-care is really important during perimenopause because it means taking care of your deep health. Things like eating more nutritious foods, putting your future self first, changing your mindset, and staying connected with your passions. We also want to make sure that we're understanding our symptoms. A key part of self-care is to take the time to identify what you're going through. I know it can be really difficult to sit down and go, okay, I need to focus on me. A lot of us ladies are really bad at doing that because we take care of others. We are caregivers. But taking the time to sit down and go, okay, I know I'm in perimenopause. I don't feel well. I've been pushing this off and putting it to the back burner for so long. I'm going to finally take the time to understand my body and what's normal for me and what's not normal for me. So my suggestion is download an app or just grab a notebook and a piece of paper. What you're going to do, if you have the app, it's a lot easier to track your symptoms because it's already done up for you. Things like Clue, I use Clue every single month to track my period and my symptoms. It's free unless you want to pay for an upgrade, or a simple pen and paper. I'm a huge pen and paper girl. Make a column for your symptoms. Make a column for a scale of 1 to 5 so you can track. Make a column for what makes it worse and make a column for what makes it better. So each month you're going to choose 5 symptoms that you notice. You're going to rate them on a scale of 1 to 5. You could even go 0 to 5 if you wanted to. 0 would be I didn't have that symptom this month, and 5 is holy heck, that was terrible. I woke up drenched, my bed was wet, like 5 out of 5, awful symptom. And then I want you to take a minute to think about, what did you do the day before? Did you consume alcohol that evening? Did you have spicy food for supper? Did you not move that day? I sat at my desk for 9 hours straight. I did not do any kind of movement. My stress was awful yesterday. Work was terrible. Something happened, etc. Then, when you don't experience the symptom or it's a little less intensive, I also want you to track, okay, wow, I didn't really have a night sweat last night. What did I do the day before that helped that symptom? I worked out. I went for a walk. I had lots of water. I didn't have alcohol before bed. I ate sufficient protein. This is the start of understanding what's normal for you, what's not, how you can help ease the symptom, and then you can take all of this data to your healthcare practitioner when you need support. So if you're like, I'm making an appointment with my doctor, I know it might be a little bit of a push to get help, but you have evidence with you to say, these are the symptoms that I have. This is what I've been going through. This is not my normal. I get a lot of questions about blood work. You should get blood work done every year, every 2 years if you're healthy, and get a full panel done. A lot of the time you have to push for it, especially if you don't or aren't in the normal range for perimenopause. They'll say you don't need to get all of that checked. Don't worry about it. Sometimes you do have to push for it. If you can get your blood work done, you'll notice that the range for normal is large. It's quite large. But just because you're still in the normal range doesn't mean that that's normal for you. So I don't want you to get brainwashed or blindsided into thinking, oh, no, 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 you're fine when you go home and like, oh, my perimenopause symptoms are so bad, but they're telling me I'm normal based off my blood work, and I just need to take an anti-anxiety pill. I have been told that before. You should take this. This is what's going to help. And I'm like, I don't think that that's the problem because I was in the normal range. So the more you track your symptoms, the more regularly you get blood work done, you have evidence that this isn't your normal anymore. Last year, this is the range that you were in, you get your blood work done again and it's different. That's a good indication that no, you truly are experiencing perimenopause symptoms and fluctuations in your hormones. So it's a great way to take control and have that with you to be able to say, I know how to make these slightly better, but I do still need help. The next foundation is sleep. We hear about this all the time, we see it everywhere, but we need to make it a priority. It is essential for symptom relief and your overall health. We often skip, decrease, or sacrifice our sleep quality in order to stay on top of our obligations, get a few more minutes of alone time, or just to get more work done. But during perimenopause, sleep needs to be a focus and a priority to help with your long-term health and your symptom relief. Some of my top suggestions are use your bed for sleep only. So avoid watching TV, working, playing video games. Reading in bed is okay, but if you can do it in a different room, it signals your body to say, this is bedtime, this is wind down time. Keep your bedroom dark or sleep with an eye mask on. I always sleep with an eye mask because my husband always comes to bed after me. You want to keep your bedroom quiet and keep your bed comfortable. So if you don't have a good mattress and you're able to get a new one, think about getting a new mattress. Another bit of sleep that's really important is this is where we recover. And recovery during perimenopause is even more important than it was in your 20s and 30s. Our recovery, so our downtime, our sleep, this is where our muscle tissue rebuilds itself. This is where our brain regenerates. We need this time to recover and regenerate every single night. So even on the weekends. A lot of people say, I'll catch up on my sleep on the weekends. It doesn't actually work like that. Our body works with the rise and fall of the sun, which is not ideal at this time of year. If you live anywhere like I do, it is dark until 8 a.m. and it is dark by 4 o'clock for most of the winter. It doesn't bode well for that, but going to bed at the same time and waking up at the same time every morning will make a massive difference in your quality of sleep and your deep sleep or regenerative sleep every night. Next, stress. We can no longer ignore it. In perimenopause, there is no more pushing it off to the side, no more saying this is just how it is. During perimenopause, we need to address our stress and work on reducing it. Our body is less resilient once we lose estrogen. Estrogens are get out of jail free card. It's no longer valid. There's no more Pasco. You cannot buy your way out of it. You need to make sure you're dealing with your stress. Addressing and reducing your stress is necessary for both symptom relief and your long-term health at this point. My biggest recommendation for you is to create a self-care menu. There are many different categories in this, but we want to come up with something specific for you that works for your life that you enjoy doing in categories such as movement, nutrition, and health. So go for a walk, strength train, yoga or Pilates, dance around to your favorite songs, eat balanced food, try high fiber recipes, drink enough water every day, book your medical checkup or screening appointment if you've been putting it off, track your perimenopause symptoms. That's a really good one. We just talked about that. Take supplements as prescribed by your provider and schedule rest days. I just saw a post before we started here that said women in perimenopause need time to be bored. We need time to do nothing to let our body regulate and reset. We no longer have the ability to handle our stress, and it has a massive effect on our cortisol levels, Your cortisol affects your ability to regulate your blood sugar, and it can have a big impact on your total body fat mass. And during perimenopause, everybody wants to avoid gaining midsection weight or wants to lose midsection weight. Managing your stress, I would say, would even come before nutrition. Take the time to address it, find ways to get lost in time and just do things that make you feel good for once. This is the time of your life to take the time to do that. Talk to a therapist. There's nothing wrong with going to talk to someone who can give you strategies to help manage your stress that aren't your husband or your partner or your friend. They have the best of intentions and try to give you the best advice, but nothing beats finding somebody who can truly help you with your stress.